Okay, welcome again. Today, I want us to look at this question, and it says on 3rd April 2023, Mutua Mule, a sole trader, received his bank statement for the month of March 2023. As at that data, his bank balance was 7,937,500 shillings, while his cash book balance was 11,832,500 shillings. Then we are being told that his accountant investigated the matter and discovered the following discrepancies. The first one is bank charges. It amounts to 15,000, had not been entered in the cash book. Then another item is that checks drawn by Mutua Mule amounting to 112,500 shillings had not been presented to the bank. Then we have number 3, receipts amounting to 132,500 had not been presented in the cash book, all the way to item number 8. Item number 8, and then we are asked to prepare an adjusted cash book, and at the same time a bank reconciliation statement is at 31st March 2023. So for us to be able to prepare a bank reconciliation statement, we need to prepare an adjusted cash book so that we can be able to record the items that ought to appear in the cash book, but they have not yet been entered or they have not yet been captured in the cash book. So in this case, we need to prepare an adjusted cash book. And I want us to go through the question slowly by slowly so that you can be able to understand it. So we are being told that on 3rd April 2023, Mutua Mule, a sole trader, received his bank statement for the month of March 2023. As at that data, his bank balance was 7,937,500 shillings, while his cash book balance was 11,832,500. Meaning, so what you need to do, we need to prepare a bank reconciliation statement that will make these two balances. This one, the bank balance, which is 7,937,500, and the cash book balance, which is 11,832,500 shillings, to come into an agreement. So I hope you can be able to see that these two balances, they have not come into an agreement. So and the reason why they have not come into an agreement is because of all these discrepancies that have been listed down below. So what you need to do, the first thing, because you want to prepare an updated cash book, so we need to capture this amount that is being indicated or that is reflecting at the cash book, which amounts to 11,832,500 shillings. So we are going to record it as a balance blot down, and it is going to be 11,832,500 shillings. Now we go to these items that brings the differences between the bank balance and the cash book balance, and then from there we start updating one by one. So we are being told that his accountant investigated the matter and discovered the following discrepancies. So the first one, bank charges amounting to 15,000 had not yet been entered in the cash book, meaning these bank charges, they are appearing in the bank statement, but when it comes to cash book, they have not yet been entered or they have not yet been captured. So because we are updating the cash book, we need to update these items. So in the cash book, we have got two sides. This is the debit side or the DR side, and then you have the credit side. So on the DR side, what you shall record is the receipts, and on the credit side, we record the payments. So in this case, because these are the bank charges, so they are not receipts, so they are like expenses business. So we are going to record it on the credit side. So these are bank charges. Bank charges of 15,000 shillings. Now we go to the second item. So we are done with that. So we tick. The second item, we are being told that checks drawn by Mutua Mule amounting to 112,500 shillings had not yet been presented to the bank. Meaning this check, immediately Mutua Mule received it, this person or this sole trader recorded that transaction in his books. Meaning this check, it has not yet been presented to the bank so that it can be able to be captured. So what you need to do, we are supposed to make sure that obviously after Mutua Mule received this check, he recorded it in the cash book, but the check was not presented to the bank. Meaning if the bank has not yet received this particular check, so there is no information in the bank pertaining this transaction that took place amounting to 112,500 shillings. So that one, it is already recorded or it is already captured in the cash book. So we need not to record it in our updated cash book. So we go to item number 3. We are being told that receipts amounting to 132,500 had not yet been entered in the cash book. So we have this amount of money that was received, but they have not yet been entered in the cash book. So we need to update it, or to update that particular transaction by entering it in this particular cash book. So what you need to do, because I said that on the debit side of the cash book, we need to record the receipt. So this transaction needs to be entered or needs to be captured in the cash book. So we say, or we can write it, receipts. It amounts to 132,500 shillings. We are done with that transaction. We go to item number 4, sorry. A check amounting to 492,000 deposited in the bank on 31st March 2023 had not yet been credited to the bank. So this is an uncredited check, meaning it has already been captured in the cash book, but when it comes to bank, it has not yet been credited. So we skip that particular item. We go to the other item. We go to item number 5. You are told that standing order payments amounting to 310,000 had not been entered in the cash book. So it needs to be entered in the cash book, but it has not yet been entered in the cash book. So standing orders or standing order, it is an instruction that you give to your bank to make a regular or fixed payment from your bank account to another account, usually on a specific date. So it is like telling your bank to send this set amount of money to this person or company until I say stop. So because these are payment, you record it on the payment side or on the credit side of the cash book. So you record standing order of how much? 310,000. So we go to item number 6. So we are done with item number 5. We go to item number 6, and you are told that a payment of 749,000 had been entered as 794,000 in the cash book, meaning there is an error. So this is a payment, and it was supposed to be captured on the credit side, because I've said that on the credit side we record the payments, but on the debit side we record the receipts. So but there is an error. So these are an overstatement, because this person was supposed to record 749,000, but he overstated by recording 794. So the difference is 794,000 minus 749,000. It amounts to 45,000 shillings, because it was overstated. For us to be able to cancel that particular error, or to rectify that particular error, we do the opposite. So we record on the opposite side of the cash book. So this is an error of how much? 45,000. Let us now proceed to number 7. We are told that a check amounting to 75,000 received on 12 March 2023 was dishonored by the bank and returned. no record had been entered in the cash book. Meaning, immediately Mutua Mule received this check amounting to 75,000. He recorded in his cash book, and then after the check was presented to the bank for the payment, the bank declined. So, meaning at the bank statement, there is no information relating to this particular transaction. So, what we need to do so that we can be able to clear or to remove that or to cancel that particular transaction, in order to make sure that the balances in the bank, the balances in the cash book and that balance that appear in the bank statement comes into an agreement. So what you need to do, we need to revoke that particular transaction. And how are we going to do it? Because it was already captured in the cash book. So what you need to do, we need to remove it or to revoke that particular transaction. So initially, because it was a check that was received, and after it was received, it was entered on the debit side. So for us to be able to cancel that transaction, we do the opposite, or we record on the opposite side, meaning we are going to be able to cancel this transaction that was recorded on the debit side. So with that, this formula, check, it amounts to 75,000. Then we go to item number 8, and you are told that Mutua's opening cash balance of 1,646,250 had been brought forward as a debit balance instead of credit balance, meaning this balance was supposed to be boosted on the credit side, but we are being Mutua Mule's opening cash balance of 1,646,250 had been brought forward as a debit balance instead of a credit balance. So what you need to do for us to be able to cancel that particular transaction, because this transaction was entered on the debit side as 1,646,250, what we need to do, we need to record that transaction on the opposite side. So this is error that is in the opening balance. But in this case, the moment we are able to record this transaction or this opening balance on the credit side to offset or to cancel this transaction that was recorded as balance brought down on the cash book, we need to do this. We record 1,646,250, but you need to multiply by 2 because immediately we record this amount, that is 1,646,250. It is going to cancel this amount that was entered in the long side, that is on the debit side, but will not be able to reflect the amount on the side that was supposed to be captured. So as 1,646,250, if you multiply by 2, it's supposed to give you 3,292,500 shillings. Because now we are done with all these transactions, starting from number 1, number 3, number 5, 6, 7, and 8. What you have been left with is transaction number 2, and the other one is transaction number 4. And transaction number 2, that is unpresented check, and transaction number 4 is uncredited check. So what you need to do, we need to balance these balances. So the totals on this side, on the debit side, it is 12,010,000 shillings. So the difference between the balances on the debit side and the balances on the credit side, the amount to 8,317,500 shillings. So that is the balance as per updated cash book. Balance as per updated cash book. Therefore, if you add all these balances on the credit side, to give you 12,010,000 shillings. So now we go to item number 2, because the questioner says we are required to prepare an adjusted cash book, which is this one that we have prepared, and then the second item is a bank reconciliation statement as at that 1st March 2023. So we go to Mutua Mule, that is the name of the business. Bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement as at 31st March 2023. Now, what we need to do, the first item is balance. We are supposed to write balance as per updated cash book, which is this balance. So it is supposed to be 8,317,500 shillings. Now we need to add the second item, which is unpresented checks. And in our question, we can be able to see that the unpresented checks, it amounts to 112,500 shillings, because this item number 2 says checks drawn by Mutua Mule amounting to 112,500 shillings had not yet been presented. So these are unpresented checks. So we write that amount. Because we don't have errors that increase the bank balance, so we need to less uncredited checks. And in our question, the uncredited check that we have is item number 4. A check amounting to 492,500 deposited into the bank on that 1st March 2023 had not yet been credited by the bank. So we need to raise this amount. So we raise 492,500 shillings. So the total for these two, it amounts to 8,430,000. If you take 8,430,000 minus 492,500 shillings, it is supposed to give you 7,937,500. So this one is what we call balance as per bank statement. Balances per bank statement. So if we go to our question, we are told that on 3rd April 2023, Mutua Mule, a sole trader, received his bank statement for the month of March 2023. As at that date, his bank balance was this amount, where his cash book balance was 11,802,500. So because the things that or the items that were causing these differences have been listed here, and we have been able to adjust all of them. So in our question, we have been able to get this balance balance as per updated cash as per bank statement is 7,937,500. It is the same balance as the one that is reflecting in his bank statement, which is 7,937,500 shillings. So with that, we are able to do to solve any question related to bank reconciliation statement. So in case of any question, feel free to write on the comment section, and I'll be glad. Thank you so much for your time.